Evening all. Hope you're having a nice night. It is annoyingly cold out here, so what better way to warm oneself but... Oh, MP, hi, thanks for coming in, bud. What better way to stay warm than by driving cars around in circles for a while. Got my coffee, got some progress that I need to make, and we'll see where that takes us. For the moment, to the apartment. Hello everyone, JW Shields broadcasting live from this apartment. How y'all doing? Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful night. Real busy for me. There was an awful lot of assorted work nonsense throughout the day. Assorted work nonsense that spread really quickly. And then, of course, you arrive home and you realize, hey, stream is like an hour. Good fucking luck. Yeah, hell, I even want to give a candle around today as well, but I think, because I think I started a little bit late today, we can just go straight to the garage, but it kind of feels weird to not, have a little bit of time on the apartment background for a bit. You know, you arrive, you chill, and then you go to the garage, take the car out, have a drive. And that is what we're going to be doing tonight. Let's see, what news do I have? Still have no idea what I'm going to do on Saturday. I did agree 2 weeks ago and that was fantastic, and then I did some quizzes last week and enjoyed that as well. I'll have to figure out something to just, have a little bit of time together for those hours on Saturday. And then the video that I'm supposed to be doing for YouTube, the script is nearly done, and then I just have to basically record the voiceover and build it. That's gonna be fun. I'm also going to be taking some of the content of this channel and just upload it as sort of highlights. Get to do that one by myself. The first one is probably going to be that license test that took me like 5 dozen tries. How many tries does it take to pass this one with gold? Well, if you're like me, a couple dozen of them. So look forward to that. We'll see what happens. That annoying clicking sound you hear is indeed my controller, because apparently while I'm yapping here, the fingers are itching to just get going. So yeah, let me just take out my monitor headphones and put on the proper headphones, and I shall be able to hear what you are hearing. Stand by for that. There may be some momentary discomfort. There we go, and to the garage. Yes, I hope you all don't mind, but I think I'm going to be standing here now. If I stay where I was, you don't get to see the speed. If I move to the other side of the screen, you don't see tire wear. Meanwhile here, you just, because I'm using front camera, you don't even miss the car. Anyway, let's see, 22.4% of the game, 271 days, and a Jaguar. Seems like a good place to start. Let's see what we can do. I still need to do that super license. That one is probably just going to be a full, extremely large stream, or I spread it out over a couple of them. I don't know. Okay. Do we have a Jaguar event? We do. Jaguar Sports Legend. Oh no, wait, I remember this one. The XJ220 shows up occasionally, so that's not going to work. Or maybe it will. Do I have racing tires on this thing? Sports. Sure, what? No. Before we do that, let's see how many laps. We'll come back to this. Two laps, and 3 laps of whatever circuits the randomizer is going to give us. So, first of all, let's check if the randomizer is still active. Yeah, there you go. Track randomizer was off because I did a championship. We get our racing tires. And we're going to go soft because since I'm not buying cars, I may as well just spend the money on dumb shit. With that, I think I may actually have a chance. Right, a thrilling race between British big cats, old and new. Well, when they say new. Okay, give me something other than Apricot Hill. Please don't give me Autumn Ring Mini. Or Hong Kong. Holy shit, Hong Kong. Trial Mountain, fantastic. And we have, yep, there's the XJ220 in third. Will the race tires be enough? Well, we're about to find out, won't we? Okay, 6 points, that's an encouraging sign. Wait, what the? I had forgotten about how the UX is set up when you use this camera. And then, through the magic of Bippity Boppity, boom, over here again. Sorry about that. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes, that XJ220. Nope, nope, Jesus Christ. That was a messy start. Yep, those racing tires doing an awful lot of work on this one. But let's see what the XJ220 is going to do. I reckon it's going to be up my exhaust pipe by the time we enter the second lap. Right now it's just a bit bogged down with traffic. Oh, behave. XKRR performance 5 seconds behind. The 220 is not getting past. Well, that's surprising. And it tells me that I should probably change back to the sports tires the next race. You know, just keep it a little bit more exciting. It's not fun to gamble on failure if you're assured of the win. Yes, alright, with that in mind, let's just get this race over with as quickly as possible so that we can have a real challenge for the next one. And by real challenge, it's probably going to mean I end up second. Though, now that I have spent money on these tires, the thought does occur to me that there is a championship on the extreme events that it's about everyday cars, and if they don't have a tire restriction, we can win it on this Jaguar. Although I kind of wanted to win a Mercedes to have that nice brappy sound that they put on the 5.5 liters on this Spec 2 mod. Come on. Oh, there it goes. It finally overtook. That was a struggle, I guess. Anyway. Yep, racing soft, whatever. Come on. By the end of this championship, we should be... Well, we would have just about paid off the tires. There we go, deep forest. And instead of deep forest, we're going to have... Please don't be awful. Come on. The problem with randomizers, ladies and gentlemen, is that if they are truly random, there is a chance you're going to get shit like this. Anyway, this should be a fair enough comparison. It means that I can get to switch back to this. And I'm going to be losing about 10 seconds a lap. The XJ220 is once again in third. Yep. I suppose that is an improvement, okay. So now we are once again going down Trail Mountain, this time the other way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you saw on that tuning graph, this thing weighs 1800 kilograms, and without the racing tires, it feels every single one of them. Yeah. Which means we're just biding time for the 220 to drive past. That E-Type was surprisingly holding it back. It's still holding it back. Holy shit. Well, that should end up here. Yeah, I think I can see it. I don't know if you can see it with that stream compression. Oh, there we go. Oh. My fault, I'll pay for the damages. No, the E-Type is still holding the 220. Holy shit, the circuit must be terrible for that thing. It was the fastest car in the world for about 5 seconds. Competing about with the E-Type, which was also the fastest car in the world, come to think of it. And yeah, now I think the 220 has finally gotten past. Don't ramp it, don't ramp it, don't ramp it. Ooh. The temptation to just yeet the car clear across the track on that little hillside that is unbelievable. Okay, that was a 150.8, which means that I am, thanks to the tires, about 7 and a bit seconds slower. Good, at least now I spend my time looking at the mirror, seeing if anyone can actually keep up. There we go. Yeah, those two little spots are going to be the XKR and the 220 vying to change places. I think the 220 has just managed it. They joined into one. Oh, can't see it. And I'm getting distracted, and then everything else on the back. Ow. I don't see it. Come on. No. XKR is still at the front. I think he's going to hold it until the end of the race. Come on, supercharger. And there we go. Worst result for the XJ220 on this one, I guess. Spent an awful lot of time trying to get clear that E-type. Right. High-speed ring. This would be a place where the XC220 would just cream me. But instead of that, we have... Is it another trial mountain? Okay. Okay. Yeah, the 220 is on second. This one is actually going to be rather interesting. We're going to start on the sports tires, and then if we get second, as I suspect we will, we just switch to the racing ones. Oh, and there's my car, but in red, I guess. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Black is the superior color for this thing. I remember when these things were actually... Sorry. When these things were actually new, some of them were ordered in this god-awful shade of teal. You know, you have your 400 horsepower sports car and it's the size of a... Sorry, the color of a newborn baby's room. What the fuck? But hey, there's no accounting for taste. I certainly wouldn't say shit to anyone who's driving a purple XJ220. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Nope, it's stretching it. Ooh. Ah, fuck's sake. Yeah, that's right. Green seawater, or just like dirty foam or something. Jesus. Okay, there we go. Just need to get past this one. There we go. No, no we don't. Oh. Believe you me, guy in the silver XKR, your problems are behind you. Although not catching up as quickly as I thought they would. Ooh, break. Just ease it over through here, and then once we make it to the straightaway, we should be good. Yep. 220 still stuck in third. So it should be a relatively simple cruise to the finish. Going down this little chicane. I expect that all of these streets are now illegal to drive a car into in Paris. Either that or it's just one lane and everything else is sorted in cycle lanes or something. There we go. Oh. Okay, 53 seconds on that split time, so in about 10 seconds we should see if... Nope, it didn't clear the traffic. I honestly, truly thought it would have by now. Oh well. Finally across the line. Yeah, it never actually made it past 4th place. I have no idea why. It was certainly faster, I guess. You know, it's just the AI being a bit silly. Anyway. Let's get our prize money, and more importantly, let's see what the randomizer gives us. Hopefully not another NSX. I think I have 3 of the things. Yeah, no kidding. The mother of all off days. Come on. And we have... Oh! Actually... not a bad one. Good. I think that is actually the initial D, Lancer Evolution too. It was either that or white, I forget. So with that one in our garage, I know that... oh, their vehicles are 15% off, what a bargain. I can get them by 100% off by just not buying anything. Japan, Mitsubishi... oh, I already have the rally car. Okay, so I guess that one is sticking in the garage for a little bit. Take this one. Did I already do the evolution trophy here? Yep, yeah I did. Okay. So we're back to the Jaguar, I guess. European events. I could wait. No, I will need to lose 800 kilograms. And then the car would have to shed some weight too. British GT, I already tried that one. Yeah, let's go for... this is the one. Polyphony Digital Cup. Standard or sports tires. Right. It's a championship, so there's going to be no funny business with the track randomizer. The cars seem... Oh, no! There's the Esprit V8 and the SL55 and the 4GT. You know, everyday cars, those. People use their 4GT to go to the shop all the time. Anyway, seems like we are going to be in a Steam company. The championship races are... yeah. Disable the track randomizer. The car is already on sports tires. What do we have? A warning message that I don't understand and I'm going to ignore. But apart from that, we have the loser of the championship, the 206cc, which only exists to get egged on in this game. The M3 might be a challenge and the Esprit might be a challenge. Yeah, this is probably gonna be fun. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. If it's actually a 1 point, we are going to go on the next race and just nerf the S-Type a little bit. Yeah, the Lotus was already making a move. Let's see what it does. Come on. And then I just... like that. Oh, oh. Out of the way, Peugeot. There. And sure enough, that M3 is pulling away a little bit. It's 3 seconds ahead. The Lotus is following us to the podium. I suppose that the description of everyday cars is because that's just a normal M3, it's not the CSL or, God forbid, the GTR. Yeah. Okay, this is where you out-drag me. You aren't. Hi, Jalopy, thanks for joining, bud. Welcome to just a nice Friday drive-through. And, you know, normal everyday championship that has an M3 and an S-Type R. Okay, no, that's 2 seconds. 2 seconds difference. That this S-Type is getting nerfed next race, so that we just make things a little bit more exciting. Breaking down here. it also prevents this small... Oh! Our car today is the Jaguar S-Type R with some choice modifications that apparently were just a little bit too choice because... yeah, I'm kind of storming ahead in a non-particularly interesting way. Christ, it does look good from this camera though, actually. But see, there is the issue. Now you can't see how fast I'm going. And if I move myself to the other side of the screen, well, you don't see anything else. But hey, what does it matter how fast we're going when in first place? We're just enjoying the beautiful Dismotegi, so Japanese countryside. Just chilling. It is a boat, a wonderful, wonderful boat. I was always annoyed that no Gran Turismo game ever had the proper, really, really large XJR. They just had the S-Type, or, you know, the X case. The XJR would have been fantastic for just supersonic lanyard racing with M5s and E55s. But we work with what we're given. And what we're given is a beautiful boat with a rather unfortunate front end. Well, still better than the one that they're about to release, I guess. I guess this is also as good a time as ever to check how the tire wear is coming along. Seems to be fine, which means that when we bring this thing back down to 400 horsepower, it's going to... we're still going to have some decent tire quality at the end of the race. Okay. Go. Down the main straight. Is it? Yes, excellent. We do have it on right-hand drive. When I bought this game new for the PlayStation, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, I really, really wished that we had this cam, especially because my favorite game before that was Need for Speed 3. And that one actually had dashboard cams. It was very primitive, but it had them. Spec 2, the mod, actually just put this back in, but as you can see, you can clearly tell that nobody thought that anyone would put a camera in this part of the car. Those are some really fucking chunky pixels. Also, the Lotus seems to have finally gone past the M3, which means I would be really scared for my prospects on the race were I not 20 seconds ahead. Amusingly, and you can't actually see it, I don't think, because I'm kind of... No, you should be able to see it a bit. The rear view mirrors are somewhat functional. Utterly useless because you can just see a bit of them, but functional. Oh, actually the Lotus is catching up. It was 23 seconds, it's now 20. Oh, no, 21. It's back up again. 2 more laps until we make this thing interesting again. Thank you very much for your patience. Missing the apex quite badly there, but hitting that one. Oh, here's an interesting one. I may actually have a reason to lock in. Can I, because I'm halfway past lap 5, can I lap the slowest car in this field, which, for my money, is probably going to be the 206cc? Well, let's see about that, shall we? Then, come on, supercharger. I don't think we can, but damn if we're not going to give it a go. Holy shit, I actually can. They're still not past the main straight. Jesus fucking Christ. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Bring just a little bit there. I may actually catch them. Okay. Come on. Don't get too cocky. It's still just sports tires, and lapping them is not going to get you any prizes except perhaps mild amusement. There we go. Oh. I see them. I don't know if you can see them with compression, but there they are. It's not the 206, it's the Peugeot 106. One of the finest hot hatchbacks of the 90s. Apparently not quite fine enough for this particular challenge. It's getting beaten by its newer, shittier, heavier counterpart. And we finish the corner. There we go, 1 down. Now for the 206. I don't know what's in third, but we are not going to be able to lap that particular one. Getting through. Okay, that added some much needed levity to that final lap. And down the main straight for the last time. And There we go. So what was in third? Oh, fourth. The Integra. Okay. That seems like a decent spread of cars. Yeah, that 500 has to thank you very much, Jalopy. That seems like a decent spread of cars. Let's see the next race. Come on. Seattle. 7 laps this time. And what we're going to do, 500. That took out a huge chunk of power, but not all of it. So we maybe just stick to that one. The other option, which is heavy and a bit bullshit, is we just go here and we just put a fucking ballast on it. But let's not do that. This one is going to be fun. Seattle, I'm down 80 horsepower from last race. And the Esprit, which is the other fast car in this thing, is in first place. But I'm not going to do qualifying. Qualifying is for the weak, and the ones that don't know how to do math on the championship. Instead of 1 point, I'm hoping to look at 15, 20, something like that. Why? I can't believe I'm complaining about this, but this Jaguar is just a little bit too good. Out of the way. Out of the way. I will be seeing you in a couple of laps. Oh. That was a very interesting dive. Holy shit. Okay, I can see why you took out the 106 last race. Holy fuck. Anyway. They may have taken umbrage at what happened last time. Jump. And jump. See the Integra, that one I didn't lap, so it didn't decide to dive. I'm braking. M3 is next. As we approach the fast bit of the circuit. This is a power circuit with its long straights, but come on. Okay, I can still outrun the M3. Not sure about the... Oh! Okay. Sure about the Lotus though. Oh. No, there it is. It fell in line. But through here... Okay. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be a constant presence on my mirror. Or doing that. Just trying to push me out of the way almost caused it to drop a place. We're getting down here, come on. Lotus, where are you? Maybe I will need to lose those last 30 horsepower. Goodness gracious. Okay, I guess with that sorted out, my next optional objective is lap those two guys again. That's going to require a little bit of fast lapping. There we go. Going up and jump, and instead of jumping, just hit the brakes. Go, Lotus falling behind. Peugeot 106 still a little bit too far away, but we're going to figure that one out very quickly. Going across the technical section, I think that stadium that we are driving past was destroyed. Oh, hit the wall because you're distracted looking at the cranes in the background and the space needle thingy over there. Okay, so now I'm looking at the 106 and 206, and when I cross the line, it seems like they are less than half a circuit away, so we may lap them just yet. All we need to do is avoid any major screw-ups. Take up and... yeah, I'm definitely catching on. The 206, sorry, the 106 has just completed the other lap. Now they are less than a quarter of a circuit away. Haha! There you go, that was my fastest lap yet. Oh. There, they haven't even made it to the start-finish line. But I only have a couple of laps to catch him. Come on, Jaguar, just stretch it a little bit. Right, okay, they are on the hairpin at the other side of the circuit. I can do it. .150, 150.7. My fastest lap yet again. The tires are as good as they're going to be. It's all downhill from here, but it should be enough. There we go. That supercharged 4.2 liter V8 just seeing us through the uphilly bits. Right. Slide a little bit. They're on the high speed section. But in their case, barely above the legal limit. Do I see them? No, not yet. Final lap, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. I see the Peugeot. Fastest lap yet again. Yeah, of course he can brake later. He's doing 3. Ouch. Rude. There, we can do it, we can do it, come on. There it is. And we're through. And not a moment too soon because we are about to go across the line. This lap is not going to be faster than the other ones. Actually, it was. We are about to complete just an hour of streaming, which is when, if I have enough of an audience, I just do a bit of a subscribe plug, so excuse me on that one. Subscribe or don't, I'm not your fucking dad. There we go, all done. Excuse me. Laps continue to increase. We are now on 8 laps of Infineon. A much more technical racing circuit, although I think we're using the stock car one, so slightly less technical, but... Oh, I forgot to nerf it. God damn it. I was too busy being a huge fucking shill, I do apologize. The AI was already moving to overtake before I took over. There you go. We turn there. Come on. And oh, got a bit of grass there. The M3 got a little bit of air. Yeah, that one revs way higher. And has the power band for it to not be a complete waste. I can be outbraked, but I wasn't. Turning and going up. There we go. The first NASCAR race that I saw, and that was ever such a long time ago. I think it was just after they launched what they rather preposterously called the Car of Tomorrow. Way back when. It was actually on this circuit. And I remember that Juan Pablo Montoya, who was driving a yellow car at the time, good luck remembering the number and everything, actually won. That was big news for me for some reason. But yeah, it was like, wait a minute, that isn't an oval. I didn't put those cones on the road, did I? Someone else just understeered terribly on the corner with the cones. This place is also littered with Dave Mart supermarket advertisements. Is that even a brand that still exists? I know that Infineon Raceway is no longer called Infineon. Or at least I don't think it is. The Dodge logo that is in here is no longer the current one. Because they spun off ram into its own thing. Oh, let's ramp it. So I don't know. Here and There we go. Yeah, see, they blew the cones there. One is over there in the grass, and we have these two, which fortunately helped me to follow the racing line going between them. Yep, we're going up, and then we're gonna go down again. The other thing that I remember about that NASCAR race was that those stock cars really weren't happy about driving about here. But hey, a couple of years ago we got a Camaro in Le Mans, so, you know. They have since gotten better. Come on. Oh, understeer, but that's okay. Pass between the cones. There we go. Infineon, microchips that go. This is when I would have to Google Infineon and find out that they were bought by some tech bro startup and then quietly shuttered, isn't it? Right, and jump through there, clip that. Resist the urge to just blow all of those cones because none of them are going to end up on the road. There are actually two cones in the grass. I'll have to check the bot to see if that was the case last time we went through here. Otherwise, someone is just ripping them every time they go past. Come on. Keep going. Oh, there we go. Oh! And there are our two targets for the overtaking, way earlier this time. Yeah, those cones have been moved. There are now 3 cones on the grass. So yeah, it's going to be one of the Peugeots. Excuse me. I had to scratch at the back of my head, and that's not good when driving. Okay, lap 1. Oh. Lap 2. A very dangerous overtake. Go a little bit wide there and just be primed for this one. Between the cones. And we're back. Getting ready for our final lap. That Integra is tantalizingly close, but I know that it can actually get a move on when prompted, so there is no illusions that we are going to lap that one. But if you have them, allow me to disabuse you of such notions. See, it's already in the fast section. I'm going to get there on time. Still have to clear this mess. Get through here. Down there, try to hit the cone this time. Haha! And coming into our last lap. There we go. Yeah, we can stand to lose the other. Excuse me, 30 horsepower. Sorry, I was looking at something else. Tokyo Route 246. Let's lose the ship. Hell, let's lose the exhaust. It is now just a stock S-Type R. Which is already a very fast car. Oh. There you go. All of y'all settle there. And let me just try to run through here. Lotus is trying to come past, and this is only 5 laps, so there is no chance I'm going to lap anyone, so this one may actually be a little bit interesting. Do excuse me. Actually, let me just rub my eyes a little bit. It is getting late, and I do apologize for that. There we go. I haven't been in 246 all that much during this playthrough. I guess the randomizer doesn't actually quite... Oh, there we go. Doesn't use it very often. See, that's much better. That's just 3 seconds of difference. I can still see it. It's still coming at me. So you may have lost 30 horsepower, but it has made the things rather more balanced. Now I'm just one mistake or two of having that thing right up my exhaust pipe. There we go. Oh, there it is. Try and not bump the circuit. Esprit is just 3 seconds behind. Oop, hovering right around red line. There. Into fourth. Driving very quickly right past the Honda headquarters, the Sony headquarters, and basically the headquarters of most major Japanese Saibatsus, which are apparently all in this boulevard. Again, try and not hit the circuit. Thank you, press enter. We go through here, and we go through here, and... there we go, going down here. Oh, oh. Bam, into fourth. Can you make it to fifth? Fifth. Fifth. There it is. And we're on the brakes again. I forget if this championship has the Nürburgring or Circuit de la Sarthe, because if it does, and we use the version without chicanes, I'll remember if this thing has a 6-speed automatic, and I think it should be fast enough that the slippery Lotus may actually press home an advantage. Now when we hit the brakes, we get through here. There is a park to our left. I have no idea what sort of... Actually, we seem to be in the middle of the park. I don't know which park it is exactly, but it's in Japan, so it's going to be hella expensive. And then on the right, that looks to be a baseball stadium. Parking structures, more buildings. Two, three. Not my fastest lap by far. I am about 3 seconds off pace. Oof. Up the uphill bit. I want to get back to the bed with the sun dappling over the trees. See, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oof. There we go. Coming out the other side. And we're about to see that baseball court that was to the right. It really does just look like you have 2 baseball fields in there. I'm sure that if I go and check, there is a video on YouTube of someone just driving this track, or the Tokyo streets that make this track in real life, and yeah, I need to check it out, see what is it that it is exactly around here. I just know that one of those buildings is the Honda headquarters, but that's because I recognize it from a old television show. Yeah, still slightly off pace. And I saved to prove my point, and that Lotus was just 3 seconds behind. Okay. 40 points. I forget if this is a 5-race championship or a 10-race one. Being how this is expert, I'm going to guess 10. Which, I mean, we can do that. Yeah, that doesn't say final race, it's just race number 5. We have a really long straight here, perfect for the Lotus to stretch its legs. Excuse me. Yeah, have you started accelerating yet? There. Went a bit flamboyant on that one, but that's fine. We are showcasing that new Fuji Speedway, a somewhat iconic, well no, an update to the already iconic design, and one that doesn't restore the really quick banked section that was closed off back in the 70s. Which I guess it's the reason that we just have Fuji Speedway 80s. The 70s one would be basically undrivable. There we go. Have that little chicane here because this isn't a GT track. Oh. There we go. Going down. This is where that Lotus stretches its legs again. Its long V8 powered legs. We have an initial 206, so that's probably going to be a... Oh, it is a 6-speed. There we go. Ooh. There we go, and run a little bit wide, but that's fine. Please allow me to pause again for a bit. I need a gallon of coffee. I think if this is an 8-race championship, we should be able to finish it before stream end. If it's a 10-1, the situation gets a little bit more complex. Pardon me, it's going to take a bit for the caffeine to run its course. There we go. By the way, for all of us who are watching the Twitch chat, please say hello to our Clanker AI view botting robot. It is fucking trash. Okay, that was a 202, no fair. I want a sub 2-minute lap. See if we can do that. That was a bit grassy, but an ideal line. There we go, there we go. Come on, I can do a sub 2-minute one. That may cost me some time, you clip that. Oh. A little bit too much excitement. And then we get the very photo friendly uphill cars appear as from under the photo up section there. And then just let it rip. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope, 2, 1, 2, 2. That one was even slower than the last. There aren't any ideal braking zone markers in that. You know how I can tell that I am probably going to be falling asleep very soon? My chair is no longer comfortable to me. It's the same chair, but every night around this hour, when it's time for me to decide what to do for the rest of the night, this chair immediately becomes a torture chamber. There we go. There, and in here, do not go into the grass. There we go, and we are about to go back to the main straight. And is this going to be a sub 2-minute one? I don't think so. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, damn it. 2, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, I don't think there's much mileage into trying to get a sub 2-minute one. Not with a car in this state at least. Yeah. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, in the grass. So this attempt to break the 2-minute mark is going to be very useless. Yeah. That cherry is saying cherry for the love of Christ. Just stop using me and go to bed, it's saying. There we go. And here we go. This one is absolutely not going to be a sub 2-minute one. Minutes to 1 at 2:01.8. It remains the fastest lap I've done on this circuit. Nevertheless, it's not fast enough. I can see those two guys out front, or should that be back? They are bringing out, well, I suppose you could say that they are technically competing in their own class. Though if that is the case, we would need to add the Integra to the list, and that means that they would be just as fucked up for bringing a 106 and a 206 Cabriolet to this particular mess. Braked a little bit too much there. Oh. Oh, out of the way. I didn't actually lap the 206, which is surprising. One more lap, I reckon. One more lap and I would have gotten it. Ah. Goodness. It is getting on a bit, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is check how many races this championship has. Yes, go to the menu screen. I know. No. I guess I can't tell. Holy shit. Fucking hell. Anyway, here we go. 6 laps of El Capitan. Hit it. See, that's what I expected. The Lotus is not just pulling away. I actually need to kind of lock it into a corner and get through first. Okay, so looking at the clock, what I'll do is, assuming that I have enough stimulant and energy to carry me through, I'm going to do this race, and the race after this one, and then if the race after that one is the final one, I'm doing the final one. Okay, there we go, we jump. No, we don't jump. We jump a little bit there. Yeah, remember when I did the license test, jumping is dangerous, and so is actually sticking to the line left by the pace car. Oof. Yeah, this is a dicey proposition. Oh, I move a little bit further away from the mic, which could hurt the audio. Go, and up, down, down from where we came, and then we are going to do something very similar to that very soon. Oof. Yeah, the body's really complaining about now. And the brain is basically just saying, well, I think it's time you give up, but I'm not going to. We're going up. We're going down again. Oof. That was a slip. That was a slip. Yep, okay. That sound you heard is me slapping my face. Unorthodox perhaps, but you know, needs must. Oh. Now the real fighting begins, and mercifully it's... Oh, there we go. They go overtake the enemy, and the enemy is the other AI drivers or those pictures that they claim to an audience. It's not even the car, it's just... It does make for some rather fantastically boring most boring conversations. The other day I wanted to ask about someone's paint in their newly renovated study just to keep it interesting. Oh, is it acrylic or is it shiny metallic? What about matte? Matte is very en vogue these days. It would be a lot cooler if you did get it. Oh, there it is. Don't drive sleepy, kids. Don't drive sleepy. I may just need to buy a tail of gamer subs, I swear to Christ. Still my fastest lap. Oh, I know what we can do. So this is going to be very slightly unorthodox, please. Hold on, Mike, for a moment. I'm going to mute for a bit. Just be patient. Ladies and gentlemen, falling asleep is not going to be an issue anymore because the standing desk is now on the standing position. And it's very, very difficult to sleep standing up. Not impossible, mind, but very, very difficult. You also don't get to hear the creaky chair anymore, which I think is going to be a advantage for everyone watching this stream. Let's see how long until the novelty wears off of it. There we go. There we go. Going up. Going down again. Yeah, the legs in the back were complaining about, oh, you need to go to bed. Maybe the legs in the back don't have a choice. Right? Two more laps with all the pulses. This took a little bit longer than originally intended, but it's going to be fine. Here we go. Gonna go up here. Actually, is the tracking working okay? I don't think it is. Oh, oh, yeah, the phone can't see me. New challenges. Come on, just there. See, that's better, isn't it? There we go. That is not because I'm sleepy anymore, that's just me getting distracted. We're getting through here and break. Final lap of this circuit. And I think I may be able to catch those two guys. I wouldn't count on it though. There it is. Yeah, I don't think we're going to catch them unless I just get really lucky and just cane it down this straight, but even then it's going to be a dicey proposal. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, they're past the finish line now. Oof. Sit at the top, baby. Let's see what is the let's see what is the other race. That phone mount is really unhappy. Still, the sacrifices we need to do. Oof. Hit it. Five laps of Suzuka, and I think this one is also 2 minutes on this car. That's it, Lotus. Put up a challenge. Put up a challenge. Accelerate. Don't hit the brakes there. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm trying to help you win here. Oh, hello, it actually is. I guess 7 races in, they finally tweaked the AI finally tweaked their abilities, either that or I'm really tired. I'm leaning towards the tired one, honestly. Oh, it nearly went on the grass. Not the most ideal overtake situation, but there we go. It's coming past. It's not going to make it. Oh, that was 235 on that lap? What the heck? There we go, going up. Hitting the hard right and then doing it again. Up to the hairpin towards the spoon. Oh. Behave. And there it is. There we go, and unbelievably, we have once again made it to a stream milestone, in which if I have enough viewers, I just become a fucking shield to myself. So allow me to shield myself. Subscribe to this channel or don't, I'm not your fucking dad. There we go, shilling over. Right, logging in, and by logging in I mean just not falling asleep. There we go. Turn around and hit it. And pass the spoon and then up the bridge. There we go. I think this lap is going to be similar to the last one. Five, 26. Yep. Do it in 0.2 of a second. With this here and break. There we go. Come on. Let's just get to the final lap and see if I get to do another race before we close down here. There we go. And there we go. Four, 25, 7. This is the second win. I am 2 seconds a lap faster. Yeah, the whole standing desk thing, I think what I'm going to do is just, when I am fortunate enough to be monetized, I'm just going to make it like a point reward. Here, and we go through there. Those two guys are in spoon, but we have been unable to lap them as we are indeed going to be unable to right now once we drop the 100 horsepower that we got from the mods. There we go. Come on, final lap. The final straight and... oop, bit on the grass. There we go. This is the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Is it going to tell me final race? Or are there two more of them? Let's see. It is the final race, and naturally, it's a big one. Oh well, no guts, no glory. To conclude our Thursday into Friday drive, why not indeed just out of the way, there we go. Why not just drive easily? Oh, this is just a nice leisurely drive through a German autobahn, really. I'm going to guess that in this circuit, catching that Esprit is going to be a little bit more involved. They already pulled a decent advantage. Let's see. 4 seconds. That's okay. This thing is just stretching its legs a little bit. M3 touch a little bit of dirt there. That's nothing compared with how I do it. 3.3 seconds, so we are gaining. Do not get there on the S-type. Sorry, M3. 2.8. There we go, and we... Oh, there we go. There it is. You brake a little too much sometimes, Lotus. There you go, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Not quite enough. Oh, and towards the uphill high speed section. This is where they put the speed limiters on the track, which is hilarious to me. Lotus is pretty not conceding. Have to brake a lot more than it there because this is a huge fat porker of a car. Carousel, let's... Oh, don't fall off the carousel. There we go. As we make our way to the gantry. That's a while longer yet. Come on. Right, go up. And brake here. Nearly on the straight. We just have a couple of corners and mini carousel to go. Let's go down there. And cross through all of this. Brake. Where is the Lotus? I was sure it was going to be on my chop through all of this. But I guess it kind of fell back, which is a problem because its chance to catch me is right here. There is the gantry. There. Lotus is 5 seconds behind. It's not going to be able to make it. Going under the bridge now. As we complete lap 1 and we go back into Sabine corner, 8 minutes 20. Can I shave 20 seconds off of this? Probably not. There we go. Yeah, I think the Nürburgring would have probably gotten rid of the drowsiness even if I wasn't standing up, because it just demands your attention. Get air on the Jaguar. Come on, let's get some air on the Jaguar. There it is. I've also demonstrated that as an everyday car, this Jaguar is actually doing like gangbusters. Come on, let's here and right, there we go. We're braking really early this time. This is the other place where you get some very amusing footage of cars sliding around. There we go. Oh, excellent. I'm aiming for a sub 8-minute lap in this one. I don't think I'm going to make it, but damn if I'm not gonna try. Oh, oh. Into fifth. Just braking hard, then just aligning for a quick exit. There it is. Oh. Going up, going up, going up. You can feel it. It's not accelerating. Not really, at least. Let's brake gently here. And then you stabilize and start going downhill a little bit and everything is fine. there and... uphill a bit again, not accelerating, not so you'd notice. Though since wearing a lower gear, it does offset it a bit. There we go. We're about to get into Primo. Ooh. We've safely made it past where you get all of those. No, it isn't. It's here, it's after these corners where you get the photographers. It's right here. Ooh. I almost give them footage, but I didn't. And then everything that we went uphill very slowly, we just go downhill really quickly. This is roughly around the part of the lap where I start relaxing, because once I pass that sand trap, it's just mostly smooth sailing here. You can just keep the throttle button buried through most of it. I did say through most of it, you just brake a little bit here and lift there. Brake for mini carousel. And we hit it. Fifth. Five and a half thousand RPM. Going into sixth. There. It's not accelerating, it would reduce speed a little bit if I hesitated for like the smallest bit of the controls, but from here on it's just going down and knowing when to brake. Here would be a very good place, yes. I didn't want us to do a sub 8 minutes, but I think that's going to work out well. 5:6:07. There we go. Interesting championship. Very, very interesting. Yep, 20 grand there. And 200 here, and we're at 1,000,000 credits. Fantastic, but more importantly, what are we getting as a reward? Another evolution, and this one is, ooh, that is a special version. And I even like the color. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, let's go to the garage. We're this close to the 25% random vehicle. Let's just start the circuit randomizers again. There it is. So, everyone, we've long since passed the time where I can decide if I want to pass out on stream or pass out in my bed, and I temporarily decided on stream, but then we postponed that a little bit. This moment I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. I'm JW Shields. You can find me on Twitch and on YouTube, on my blog where I post very infrequently, and on my Twitter where I post even less. Saturday, join at exactly midnight East Coast time, or I have no idea what, but whatever it is. I hope that you will enjoy it very much. Until we see each other, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you all very, very soon.